everyone, and welcome back to Deep Dive with ANAROCK. This time we're going to discuss data centers. Data has become the new oil in the global economy. How it connects the global economies through various data sharing. In the front, it looks very simple, but behind the scenes, there is a lot of crunching and clinking that goes on. And that's what we're going to discuss today, what happens behind the scene. To support the back-end activities, there are large servers that run 24/7 and process numerous transactions at a rapid pace. These servers are usually housed in specially designed buildings which are put together in a controlled and monitored environment. These buildings are called data centers. Let me now explain you why data centers have become very important in India. There are two key reasons why: data explosion and then data localization. Let me now explain you the three factors on data explosion which has led us till here, and then I'm going to explain you three factors that we believe will further do the data explosion. First is the low data tariff. India is amongst the cheapest mobile data charges. Do you know that 1 GB is only for 26 cents in India? And when you compare it with the global average, it's nearly $8.4 per GB. In the US, it's $12 per GB. So you can imagine we are at $0.26 per GB. Second, Indians consume the highest data, nearly on an average 12 GB per person per month. And we are the largest audience of social media platforms on Facebook, WhatsApp. We're the second largest on Instagram and LinkedIn, and really third largest on Twitter. The second reason why data explosion has happened in India is the drop in average smartphone prices. Do you know that the entry price in 2008 and 9 of a smartphone was 12,000 rupees, and today it is 1,400 rupees. The third one is demonetization, which happened in 2016. It has led to cashless payments. The pandemic-induced lockdown has ensured that we have adopted technology much faster than otherwise we would have done. There has been increased adoption of cloud and virtual meetings, which we are digitally doing all day to ensure remote working on business side. End users spending on cloud services in India is going to increase by 25% from 2019 to 2020. The second reason why data explosion is going to take place in India is OTT platforms and higher usage of e-commerce platforms. Most importantly, India is well set on the roadmap to implement 5G. What it will do is bring data closer to the customers so that there is no latency. These factors are causing new wave of data revolution, which actually enhances services for data centers from multiple locations. This actually results in huge amount of capital interest for setting up data centers in India. Now let's understand the second big reason why data centers are going to be in demand hugely in India. It's about data localization. The Indian government has proposed data localization under the Personal Data Protection Bill to ensure that the companies who've got these data are actually storing this data in India itself. That in India, there are already 126 data centers which are owned by third party, operated by third party for 53 different companies. Having said that, the capacity is highly concentrated amongst the top 12 players who actually operate 97% of the total real estate space and 95% of the total IT power capacity in the data centers. Currently in India, there is 7.5 million square feet of data centers with 519 megawatt of IT power in India. This was actually developed over the last 15 years. And you'll be surprised to know that over the next 3 years, we're going to be developing 12 million square feet of data centers with over 1300 megawatt of IT power to cater to this huge data storage requirement. In addition to this, there is nearly $3.4 billion of new capital waiting in the wings to be invested in data centers for India. With new data localization norms, India is moving towards hyperscale data center facilities over smaller co-location centers to cater to the large domestic data warehousing demand. 97% of the existing data centers in India are actually in 8 cities itself. Mumbai is leading with 40% of data storage capacity when you compare it with the overall India data center capacity. Mumbai and Chennai, which have a fair share of existing and upcoming landing stations, will become preferred locations for future supply. You know, data centers in India can bring in a huge amount of foreign investment in India. This will lead to change in policies of data warehousing, and then export of data from India. India could well become the new hub for data centers in Asia Pacific. Hope this session has been very informative with you. Until we come back, be safe and enjoy yourself.